Hello, my friends, and welcome to the channel. Today we have Action Man USMC uniform from its international range. Now, the USMC, of course, stands for United States Marine Corps. This is a figure that I have been actively working on. Um, it does have a couple of reproduction bits on it, and I am working on trying to get originals. This helmet is a reproduction, and the boots are not vintage, but the remainder of the figure is a vintage figure. Now, this particular uniform set ran from 1979 to 1981, and it came in a packaged in sort of like a bubble pack, blister pack type set. Now, this uniform is based on the United States Marine Corps corporal during World War II. Now, the Internationals range uniforms consisted of a Russian infantryman, Africa Corps, which I kind of really dig that particular style of uniform, the German paratrooper, UN Peace Force, and Red Devil parachutist. Now, I do have a Red Devil Action Man that I have been working on. He is vintage and he's very old and he needs some cleaning up. And I'll kind of show him to you here a little bit. There he is right there. This is a vintage figure. Now, his hands are pretty hard. Or they're still soft a little bit, but they look a little worn and they probably need, and he's real, look at that, he's real floppy. I need to kind of work on him. That's why he's on the stand. Just for comparisons here, this guy is terrific. Let me pull him back out because the video is not about you. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the uniform that this Action Man is wearing. Of course, he's got a green helmet with the strap. Now, he does have a jacket, a greenish type jacket, has the rank on his sleeves. He does have only one on one side here. You can kind of make that out. The other side is missing, and I've reordered some from Action Man HQ, and hopefully they will arrive here soon so that I can continue to work on this Action Man figure. He does also have the USMC with the Marine logo right on his shirt pocket right here. He does have 3 buttons. His sleeves are buttoned as well. He does have 2 snaps in here, and he does have snaps on his sleeves. The material is very lightweight compared to other materials that I have had from some of my action figures. The trousers, again, tucked into the tall brown boots. And this is essentially it for this figure as far as the uniform. Now, I do display him holding a M1 Garand rifle, but this was a basic uniform set, but I find it very cool. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the actual figure. Let's go ahead and continue looking at the figure behind the uniform. Here is his face sculpt. Again, he does have the eagle eye feature. You can see where I'm moving him, moving his eyes back and forth. That is the eagle eye. I still need to touch up some of his brows, but it is a harder plastic. He is flocked, I'm sorry. You look at the back of the head, again, here is the lever for the actual figure. Now, this figure is pretty old, and I haven't restrung him or anything, and I just haven't been wanting to do that to this figure yet. But to go ahead and remove, this is classic body, Action Man, similar to the G.I. Joe. If I turn him around in the back, he does have arms that are fully articulated, right? They move all around. He does have gripping hands, and they're pretty good shape. Here in the back are his markings. Unlike G.I. Joe, which does the markings here, Action Man does the markings here. I don't know if you can make them out, but it does read Palitoy, and it does state the license under Hasbro, and it's 1964. Right here, Action Man, which makes him a vintage Action Man figure. He does have a couple of leg cracks, and he does, his knees bend. And again, he has a snap here. He is a classic body style figure. Not later on, they moved over to the more dynamic physique figure, which is similar to the GI Joe muscle body, but I think it's a lot more durable than the muscle body figures. And here are his boots. But this is a look at the body on this Action Man action figure. Just to kind of compare this vintage Action Man, I kind of showed you earlier the Red Devil figure that I have here for Action Man. That goes right here. That's one figure that I'm trying to work on and restore. I do have a 40th, also one of the figures that I have that's a reproduction. It's a 40th anniversary Action Man figure, is the Adventurer that they have as well here. This Adventurer figure is a more modern type Action Man 40th anniversary figure that Hasbro issued when they kind of took over the Palitoy line. Now, I kind of wanted to compare him also to some of the GI Joe figures that I am working on restoring, and this is another one that I'm working on that's missing some pieces and that I'm trying to get more vintage parts for. And this is the GI Joe Scramble Pilot. The GI Joe Scramble Pilot is one of my favorite action figures, and another one that's one of my all-time favorites as well, that's from the Soldiers of the World, is the actual German soldier that I am working on restoring. It's just kind of expensive to look for pieces here and there, and I do it as best as I can. But these are just to compare this Action Man to some of the other GI Joe figures that I'm working on, or some of the figures that are out there available. So just for comparison purposes, these are just outstanding action figures. That's all I have for this figure today, which is still a little work in progress, but I'm almost done with him. I am glad I have this figure in my ever-increasing Action Man collection. Let me know what you think by leaving a comment down below. Do you have this figure, or do you have something similar? Either way, thank you for watching. And please do me a favor. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell to receive notice of future upcoming videos. And I have plenty of more good stuff coming along. So let's add to the action with Action Joe Figs.